So in this chapter, we'll be making our first program to create a flashlight using some of the hardware that we configured. First, I'm going to show you how to add a name to a channel of one of the hardware modules. To do this, we will have to go back to our solutions perspective. So first, we open our solution perspective. We have our demo PLC. We go back in the hardware. We go to our GIO 212. And then when we go to primary channel 1, we have this box channel name. We take it on and we call it output 1. We can go to the second channel and we call it output 2. We save the configuration. The PLC will ask to reboot again, and we do so. So now that the PLC has finished rebooting and is back online, we can import the current hardware configuration. To do this, we're going back into the PLC developer perspective, and we're right-clicking on our PLC app. Then we go to import hardware configuration. This will give a pop-up. We're opening our demo project, then our demo PLC, and then we click on the online device and press next. Here we choose what module we want the configuration to be imported from. We only want it from card 5. We press finish. Once this is done, we get an extra folder in the configuration folder called process image, station 1, and then the .com file. If you open this, you can see that the first two channels, like we added, have their names, output 1 and output 2, and the third one that we didn't do still has their physical address, which can also be used in the code, so whatever you prefer can be used. So in the last chapter, we added the standard library. This standard library has timer functions, so we're gonna create an instance of one of the TON timers. So if we go to our PLC PRG, we're gonna type timer 1, and then create the instance of a TON, and end with a .comma. Now that we've created this instance, I already made the rest of the code. You can simply copy this or make your own code, but once you're done, we can start running the project. First, I'll go over what the code says a bit. So here's we define the time, which is 500 milliseconds. Then here it says if the output is high, the input is false, and we're changing the light of our GIO 212 to what it wasn't. And then otherwise, the timer in is true. And here we say that the instance has to be done every cycle. So to run a program, we're right-clicking on our PLC app, go to Run As, and then to Run Configurations. This will give a pop-up where we need to select Bachmann PLC software module. And here we can select a few options. First, we select the device we want it to be downloaded to. So that's our demo PLC. Press Finish. We choose the project, which is PLC app. Then you can see it here chooses from the bin folder the .m file. And here you can choose the instance name. There's two installation options. One is temporarily, which means once the PLC has rebooted, the program will no longer be running. And the other one being permanently, which means after a reboot, the program will still be up and running. So once we've selected everything that we want, we press apply and then run. Oh, still got something to save, so we press OK, build and launch. And then we select this option, deploy the current code to the controller and start the module. Now that this is done, we want to check if the program is actually running. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our solution perspective. We're going to go to our software tab, then applications, and then here we see our PLC app. So now that we see that our PLC app is running, we want to check if the hardware is actually also working. So we go to our hardware tab, station 1, and then to our GIO 212. Now that we're here, we can see that our LED is blinking like we programmed it to do.